may already be able to tell from the title, is how I apply my false lashes. So false lashes are something I personally have struggled with in the past, but it's also something I found a lot of my clients and like family and friends and that would struggle with. I'm getting in the Christmas mood, as you can tell from earrings. I'm also after recording a YouTube video on this look here. This is like my ultimate go-to Christmas glam. You've got like a dramatic smoky eye, you've got glitter, you've got a red lip, and you've got full on skin as well. So that will be up next week. But today we're just concentrating on lashes. So if you are struggling with applying lashes or just want to learn some new tips and tricks on how to make it a little bit easier for yourself, then keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do before I even go near my lashes is apply mascara. The mascara I have here today is this one from Penneys. It's the 3D Lash Effect mascara. I always apply mascara before lashes. It honestly doesn't really make a difference. I just find it easier to apply the lash to the eye because it has something to sit on top of because you already have the mascara there. So I'm just gonna whack on some of this. I'm not gonna like build up too many coats because we're applying false lashes anyway. It's more just to kind of darken my actual lashes because they are very fair, and like we said, just give like the false lash something to sit on top of. So I just popped an eyelash on this eye here. Hopefully you'll be able to see the difference that it makes. The eyelashes I am using today are actually quite natural. Normally with like a half cut crease I would go for something a little bit more dramatic, a little bit crazier, but I wanted to go for something that was a bit softer and fluffier, just so that you could still see the blend and the glitter and everything going on behind the eyelashes. Sometimes big lashes can cover all that up. So as I said, the lashes I'm using are from AliExpress. These are the lashes here. They are honestly the fluffiest, most gorgeous lashes ever. Really natural for me anyway. I love these for like daytime and then also for nights out as well. They're just fab. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the other eyelash, which is this one here from the pack. Please excuse my nails, they're absolutely atrocious. And how I'm going to remove it is literally getting my thumb here and just pulling down until the lash comes off the band like that. See the way that's kind of come loose? And then once it's loose, then all I have to do then is just peel it off. If I went and tried to peel it off while it was still attached to this, I find sometimes the actual individual eyelashes can like fray, and then the eyelash kind of becomes ugly and you just have to kind of throw it out. So this is a good way to get your eyelashes off without actually ruining the lash. So the next thing then you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your little eyelash and you're going to want to give it a good bend. These have quite a nice flexible band on it anyway, but if you have like some eyelashes have a really hard band and it's just nearly impossible to get them on the eye, so you really need to spend time like bending those sort of lashes to make sure that you can actually mold them to the shape of your eye, because your eye is not the same shape as the lashes are that have been sitting in the pack, if that makes sense. So once you kind of give them a good wiggle and bend them loads, then you'll be able to mold them to the shape of your eye. So once you have that done, then you need to measure your lashes. So I have a little handheld mirror here. So I'm going to literally pop the mirror underneath my chin. I'm going to look straight down into the mirror and I'm just popping the lash on my eye just to see if I need to like trim off any excess. Is it okay? I've got quite big eyes, so I don't normally have to trim off the lashes, but with the likes of these ones, if I was trimming anything off, I would trim from the outer corner so as not to lose all the little lashes toward the inner. So I've actually squeezed a little bit of eyelash glue onto a palette here beside me, and I've just got it on the end of a makeup brush, and I am just applying a little bit to the lash band. It depends what glue you want to use. I'm using the duo glue with the blue writing, so it does need to be kind of laid to one side for a while to get like tacky enough to actually stick to the eye. I find that glue, it is quite watery, it does take a while to get tacky, but it's my personal favourite to use on myself because it comes off the eyelashes so quick. Like literally when I'm taking these lashes off tonight, all I'll have to do is like pinch the glue at one end, pull it, and it'll come off on one string, which is super handy. I do like the brush on duo glue with the green writing on it. It's actually latex free glue, and I really like it for applying lashes on clients because it dries so quick, but the only thing is it's a lot harder to get off your eyelashes. So the lash has been sitting for the last couple of minutes, so the glue is starting to get quite tacky looking on it. I can see a bit of the lash band coming through, and there's like little tiny bubbles as well forming, which makes me know that the lash has gotten tacky enough to apply. I'm also kind of waving the eyelash with this. Now, because I'm popping this on myself, I could blow on it if I want to like get the glue that little bit drier, that bit quicker. If you're applying lashes on a client or a friend, do not blow on the actual glue, just because it's not hygienic. You're better off just kind of waving it in the air. So I've got my tweezers, making sure there's no glue on like the inside of my tweezers, because that would pull the eyelash back off the eye, which is an absolute nightmare. And then again with my mirror, looking straight down into it, that's going to expose my natural lash band. I'm going to be able to see exactly where I want to apply the eyelash. So I'm aiming this for like the middle of my eye. So about the middle of my eye, not panicking. The glue is going to take a few minutes to dry down, so you do have time to work with it. So I'm going to set down the outer corner first. So literally pinching the outer corner with the tweezers, and I'm just measuring that up with like my natural lash line. So making sure that that eyelash is right out to the end of my natural lash line. And just sort of pushing it up into place. And then I'm grabbing the inner corner of the eye and I'm stretching that right across to the inner corner. So just giving the lash a little bit of a push to make sure that it's all up to where it's supposed to be. So you want your fake lash to be right up, as close to your natural lash line as you can possibly get it. You don't want to be able to see any little gaps. So you're literally just going to kind of give it a little push just to make sure that it's right up to where you need it to be. So as you can see, you can't see any of the white of the glue, so the glue is totally dried down. That duo glue does dry clear, so once you can't see any little white bits, the glue is pretty much dry. So I'm just going to make sure finally that it's right up to my natural lash band. You can kind of just like tilt the lash and kind of pull down, and you will be able to see if there's like any weak gaps. My outer corner is not sticking too well because my eye is watering, but I'm just going to pretend that's not happening. So going in then with my tweezers again, these are the flat tweezers by the way. I wouldn't use pointy ones for putting on your eyelashes because I would be absolutely terrified that I would like slip and poke my eye out, and knowing how clumsy I am, that probably would happen. So again, looking into my mirror, and I'm going to clamp my false lashes right with my real lashes. So all this basically does is it just kind of secures them in place a little bit more. But I also find sometimes when you apply a false lash onto your real lash, you can kind of have a little bit of a gap between both. So literally just squeezing and clamping the two of them together is going to get rid of that and make them just look like they are your actual real lashes. So very carefully going right down to the root and just literally squeezing the two of them together. Be really careful as well not to pinch yourself. Now sometimes if you do need to, you can go back in with a little coat of mascara if you feel like they're not blended in well enough with your real lashes. Sometimes as well the lash band, I find when I'm like reused my lashes a few times, you might just have to go over the actual lash band of your lashes with like a little bit of like gel liner or liquid liner or like black shadow, just to help kind of get rid of any old lash glue that may be on the band. Basically how I apply my false lashes. Honestly, it is the easiest thing in the world to do once you practice loads. Like practice is literally everything. I couldn't apply false lashes a couple of years ago myself. I was absolutely brutal. It actually took me one night, I was going out over an hour to stick the individual clusters from Penneys on my eye, and they're absolutely so handy. Like your strips are definitely that bit harder to apply. So I would definitely recommend like a little handheld mirror, something like this. Definitely grab yourself a pair of tweezers, especially if you wear like really long acrylics. It can be nearly impossible to get like near your eyes. Plus sometimes I find like getting near your eyes, you're blocking your vision. So at least if you've got tweezers, you can still see what you're doing. Look down into a mirror. Don't forget when you're applying your glue as well, just to leave your glue for a couple of minutes sitting to one side. I would normally leave my glued up eyelash sitting for about 3 to 4 minutes before I'd actually pop it on the eye. Or you can do what I did today while you're kind of finishing off the rest of your makeup, squirt a little bit of your glue onto like a palette, and it'll be literally getting tacky while you're finishing off your makeup, and then you just put it on the eyelash and stick it on. So definitely go into the likes of Penneys and pick up really cheap lashes if you're struggling. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel. As I said, I will have a video coming of this kind of Christmas inspired makeup look, which I'm really happy with how it came out. So yeah, that'll be up next week. So that's all from me. I'll hopefully see you again very soon. Bye.